How to risk. This is just news, folks. Let's talk about the news in the risk community. And this is by Harlow right now. If I got more people with me, I will be adding their names in this main slide. So how to risk the news. Dun, 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 dun. I should have wore a tie. It's too late. So what are we gonna be talking about, folks? So the first thing is we are going to be talking about the tournaments. Right now, we are in the second season of the FFA World Championship for Risk. This is the Risk tournament in the main server that is sanctioned by SNG, that is the developer of the game. And right now, we are in the round 5 of this tournament. So for the round 5, we have the settings are map, rules of Yggdrasil, game is 70% dominations, the blizzards, no fog of war. We have unstable portals as we just saw. The placement is auto. The card bonuses are fixed. AI is expert. 60 seconds is the turn timer. We have on alliances on, automated bots, balance blitz, and whoever made it to the top 234th, they are gonna be moving on to the next round. I have right now here open the spreadsheet, and again, this is not official, so don't take me to the bank. So moving on to the next round, it is about the top 234. So looking at the spreadsheet right now, the 230 something, they have about 27 points, which means that people between 27 28 points, they should be moving on to the next round. Again, don't take me to the bank. That is just based on the math, based on what this is saying. So this is the settings for the tournament. Let's go with the map. So as you have seen while we have been practicing, the map is gonna be Roots of Yggdrasil. This is how the map looks. You can see that the map is gonna be a little bit choky. You have different sea lanes that they work into different small islands, let's say. This is supposed to be the roots of a tree, so that is what actually you are looking at. So this is how the map looks like. The bonuses, which are really important. I think this is a fairly balanced map. Unless somebody has 3 or 4 bonuses, the game should be fairly balanced. You just need to ensure that people doesn't overdo themselves whenever they're taking bonuses. So these are the bonuses. You have +3 here in the blue area, you have in the pink area +2, +4 in the red area, +2 in the black, +3 in the green, +4 in the purple, +4 in this weird bluish green. +2 in the orange, in the brown, +3 in this gray one, +3 in the orange one, +4 in this weird mustard color, +4, sorry, +3 in this darker blue, I guess, and then +3 in the yellow. So right now, as you can see, this is a mostly balanced map, which means that people can take 2 bonuses or not. That depends on how the map goes. And as you can see, for what I can see, of course, there's a few bonuses that are better than other ones, because if you have to, for example, this purple territory here is really OP for 2 reasons. Number one, it's a +4 where you only need to control 4 territories. If you compare this with the other +4s, you have this one that you have to take 5, this one you have to control 6, and this one you have to control 7. So out of all the +4s, you actually have one that is really OP. Same thing goes for the +3s. You have this one that is only 3 territories, and then you have this one that is only 4, and this one green one that is 5 territories. So you see, besides the amount of territories that you have to control for the bonus, the map is mostly balanced, which is really good for a fixed game. The only thing that is a little bit complicated for this map is that it is, hey, who got us? Hey, yeah, we can do that too, Hokaras. We can do that too. Okay, so continuing with that. So as you can see right now, it's a mostly balanced game, so it's really good for a fixed game. The only problem that this map has is that you have some choke points in different areas that makes accessing the map and running the 70% a little bit complicated. But that is why the unstable portals help so much on this map. So whenever you are ready to run the 70%, you have to take into consideration the pathing with the portals. So keys for this game. So first of all, people, this is a fixed game and you have alliances on. Allied everybody, as I have been saying from the get-go in every of the tournament games. If you don't ally people are just gonna ally against you. So allied everybody, and I think the game can be quicker if people uses the alliances to remove people. either for placement or for bounties. Just use the alliances, and that is gonna assure that the game is not gonna last that long. My faster game that wasn't as a result of, my faster practice game that wasn't a result of a war between two players happened because we used the alliances a lot. Like, we were talking like, yeah, hit this person, and the game, actually, I got eliminated, but the game was fairly quick because the alliances were used. So I think right now that is the part where we have been failing the most. The game is gonna stalemate for a while because people are not using the alliances. So that is the first thing. My recommendation: ally everybody and use the alliances, folks. The next thing is go or claim a bonus, folks, as we have been talking about that. First of all, go for a bonus. I know that everybody would love to have a +4. And hey, if I could, I would take +2 +4 and be happy with my life. But it's not what you want, it's what you have. You have to go for whatever most of your troops are. Avoid going into a war with other players, because whenever two players go to war, neither are going to win that war. There is going to be a player outside that is going to seize the opportunity once one of the two players actually manage to come ahead. So if you want to go for a bonus and you see a player that he claimed that bonus for some reason, go for another one. The idea is to have a bonus, and this is a well-balanced map. So the idea is to go for a bonus. Don't fight for bonuses. Just go for another bonus. And after you have one bonus, then you can try to claim a second bonus. And again, something that is really important is that you have to be patient. And that is what I'm been trying to say. Don't do unfavorable rolls where you can actually end up losing most of your troops. People, you can claim a bonus and you can go for a bonus, but if you don't have any troops to defend that bonus, you cannot get mad when somebody just remove you from that bonus. Yeah, you went for that, but you don't have troops to defend that, and if you don't have troops and you don't have a bonus, good chance that you're gonna be the first ones to die because you're gonna be so weak. By the time that you get another bonus, everybody else is already set. So my recommendation, if you cannot have a bonus turn 1, just be patient, use the alliances to tell people like, hey, I'm going to attack you, get the heck out, and just try to be a little bit diplomatic and be a good neighbor. That is my recommendation. The next one is, again, as I said, be a good neighbor. If you have a bonus, it's not worth it for you to start breaking your neighbor unless you can actually put them down and hit them down. Be a good neighbor unless you have like an overwhelming advantage where you have, I don't know, +12 return and everybody's just making +3, then yeah, you can bully people around. But if the game is balanced, you have to be a good neighbor unless you are going to attack somebody and eliminate somebody. So I believe in the good neighbor theory in this game and any other game, because if you hit somebody, you should be expecting retaliation. So just try to be diplomatic and try to do the alliances and try to be a good neighbor too. The next one is use the alliance chat, folks. If you want to get something done, use the alliances. Like right now, let's say that I want to go for a bonus and I'm trying to say, hey, attack red. Hey, red, move out. So you can use the alliances for different things. Number one, you can do so to coordinate with people into eliminating a player. Right now, if I want to eliminate red, this is too early, folks, but if I want to eliminate a red player, it needs to start with the white player. The white player is supposed to be the first one to hit the red player. Why? Once the game is developed and everybody has a lot of troops, this is fixed, folks. It is never, ever gonna be worth it eliminating a player on your own, because you are always going to have a negative count. If it was progressive, it will be a totally different thing. But this is not that. This is fixed, which means that collaboration between players in-game, it is a must. So use the alliances because you have them. Let's say that we want to eliminate a red player here. The best way to do so is to start by the white player. The white player just slam a few troops into the red player. Then it followed by the purple player. Slam a few troops, eliminate that. Then it's gonna be the green player, slam a few. And then the black player, he can either, if he can trade and it's gonna be worth it, he can either eliminate the red player or just weaken him enough that the pink player can finish off the red player. But that is the thing. It is not worth it for me to tell pink right now to attack the red player because the red player goes right after him. So whatever he does to the red player is going to be able to retaliate against the green players, against the pink players. So turn order matters, and the alliances, it has to make sense. If you want to hit somebody, it has to start after the turn of that person. It is what it is, people. That is how it works. But also, you can use the alliances to direct traffic. Let's call it like that. Let's say direct traffic. In this example right now, let's say that I want to go for this +4 in the middle, right? But there is a 4 here of the purple player. I can either try to ask the purple player, like, hey, I'm going to, oh, my bad. I can either tell the purple player, hey, I'm gonna attack your territory, move out, or he can ask me to move out of the bonus. So if I said I need to attack your territory or attack green, I am kind of telling him that I want to go for this bonus and I need him to use this 4 to attack the green to get out of that bonus. That is a way that you can do to direct traffic. You can let him know, I want you to go here, I want you to go there. Same thing goes, let's say here. Let's say that I want to go for this bonus right here. I can tell the green player attack red. Attack red. What I'm telling him, just get out, attack red because I'm going for this bonus. That is how it goes, all right? But let's say that the green player actually adds all his troops to this bonus and he attacks my territories and he asks me attack white, then he's asking me to move out of the bonus. So that is how it goes. Whenever somebody's asking you to attack in the early stages of the game, they're just asking you to move out of their bonuses because they're going for that bonus. And it is worth it for you to help them out. Okay, so moving on. The next thing is after the game is developed, you have to keep the balance of the game, folks. As I was saying, this is a well-balanced map. It's just a matter of what bonuses people are having. What I can see is one of two scenarios so far. I haven't seen the first one, but it is possible where people just take one bonus. And if people are taking only one bonus or two bonuses, you can expect people making between +3 and +5, depending on what bonuses they're taking. There is no problem if somebody making +3 and somebody making +5, so long as it is like that, because +2 troops extra turns. Let's say the minute is gonna be 4, right? So it's gonna be 4 plus -1. If you're making 3 and another person is making 5, that long term with the trades, that is not going to break the bank. So just need to make sure that people are making the average +/-1. That will be with mostly one bonus or two bonuses. The other thing that I could see is people taking two bonuses. If that is happening, then people should be making probably people are going to be making, I would say, 6 +/-1. You can be seeing people making +7, people making +5. Again, +/-2 troops, two troops of difference between the highest player and the lowest player, that is not going to break the bank long term. Now, if you have a person making +2, +3, and you have another one making +7, that is a huge difference, and there is a good chance that that person is going to be broken. Now, let's say that somebody actually attacks somebody else and they eliminate the player. The fact that you eliminated that player doesn't mean that you're going to be keeping all the territories of that player. That is not going to happen. You have to keep in mind the balance of the game. So unless you have the troops to bully people from the get-go, let's say that you have the God spawn and you have a +12, let's say from the first round, then sure, you're gonna be able to bully people. But that is highly unlikely. So everybody should have to focus on maintaining the balance of the game. If a player gets too big, then it's gonna be up to the board. That means the other 5 players to address that player that is being greedy. Because if it's a 1v1 that only one player is going to address the greedy player, then sure, the greedy player is going to be able to just slam that player. But if the board completely decides that you're not going to be making more than everybody else, then the stronger player, he cannot fight against everybody at once. It doesn't matter if it's fixed or it's proc, it's not going to happen. So moving on, another key is like look for the 70% lanes. Like this is the same game, but it's more developed. As you can see, it's gonna be harder here to take the 70% because you actually have to hit a lot of territories. I usually play black, so if I want to play as you can see right now, if I want to play the 70%, I have a few territories here that I can hit, but I have to find other ways that I can attack. You see? So I should have my marker open. That sucks. Let me get my marker, which I should have had available for me. And I plan to use the marker, so I'm so sorry for that. So, now I got my marker. Now I can talk about this. So, if I'm the black player and I want to run the 70, I have to plan that I have to hit here 25. I have to hit here. I have to hit here. I have to path this in a good way that I'm gonna be able to actually grab as many territories as I can. I have to account here and that I have to hit at 10 with whatever I have left. That is gonna be probably like 35 or something. And then I have to account that I have to attack here. I may have to split here, and then I have to attack all the way here. I will have to hit at 3 because I will not have enough to hit at 33. But you see, in here I have a lot of the map already. This 23 is blocked. It cannot hit that 50, but I will have to add more troops if I actually want to go into this direction. Same thing goes for this 48. I'm not going to be able to hit more with this 48 in this direction because it is blocked. So it is up to you to actually manage how do you want to run the 70% lanes. But you can also do the same thing with other players. Let's say White. If White wants to run the 70%, where does he has to go? Well, he has this 20, that this 20 can actually attack here. He can path this in a way that he can hit this +3 and then hit all the way here, but it's not gonna go further than that because he's not gonna have enough to hit this 10. Or maybe he could if he adds more or he has a trait. That's gonna depend on how the game goes. But then he has this 21 that is gonna be able to hit here and take some. Well, no, this 21 is blocked. It can only go here. It cannot do more because this 50 is blocking it, and it cannot go through here. So this 21 is not in a good position. And then you have this 55 that it can actually go places, but it has to hit at 20. It has to hit at 23, and then go down and try to either hit at 24 to grab some territory here or go here. So you see, that is the way that the player has to actually check for the 70% lanes. What territories can you hit so you can control 70% of the map? And do I have anything else? I don't remember. What else do I have? Come on. Oh, whoops. Marker is not working on my favor. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, so yeah, go for the 70% lanes, and that's it. That is like the whole strategy for this tournament. Of course, you have to practice to kind of get a feel of everything, but again, as a reminder, alright, everybody, go for a bonus claim. Try to go for a second bonus. Be patient whenever you're doing those two things. It's super important to be patient. Be a good neighbor. If you break your neighbor, there is gonna be retaliation. Use the alliance chat to either direct traffic to get people move in or out of your bonuses, or to eliminate a player. Keep the balance of the game, which means that ensure that everybody is making about the same amount of troops, and then look for the 70% lanes. That is all you have to do in the duration of the game. So that is this tournament. That is this week for the FFA tournament. There is also other tournaments going. For example, we have the GG League. This is the first season of the GG League that is done by our friend Leona. It's a really nice concept. I was lucky that she extended me an invitation to participate, and I have been having a lot of fun. The GG League is also going in round 5. So for the fifth round, the settings are gonna be Las Vegas. It's gonna be cap 70, which means that it's gonna be a cap game, but the game can be won by somebody either winning the condition by eliminating all the caps, or they can also just run the 70%. Now, Las Vegas is an open. Oh, something else. The nice thing about this tournament, folks, is that all the games they are broadcasted by Leona. All the games take place at 20 UTC, and all of the games she is gonna be live broadcasting them on her Twitch channel. That is gonna be Snug Leona. So if you're not following her, go ahead and do so because she is great. And if you miss the games, let's say that you are in America, say you're working at that time, you don't have to worry because she also uploads all of the games that she broadcasts into her YouTube channel. So it's gonna be a nice way to to I forgot the word, to support this kind of initiative, this kind of interesting tournaments that are like out of the box. And she's doing a great job with the tournament so far. I have enjoyed the tournament. I was a little bit skeptic, but I do like tournaments. But so far, we're going into week 5, and I have enjoyed every single one of the tournaments. So hey, go to Snook Leona Twitch Leon. Twitch.tv Leona, and you can watch the games live. If you miss them, go and watch them in Strategy GG on her YouTube channel. So this is the map for Las Vegas. Even though there is gonna be caps, Las Vegas is an open map. I think that game is gonna last. It's not gonna last that long because I think it was progressive, right? Yeah, it is progressive, it is caps, and this is not a choking map, which means that unless there are caps in different positions, still it's gonna be highly unlikely that somebody's gonna be able to clog any kind of lanes. This is a fairly open map, so let's see what happens. I will be expecting this to be a fairly fast game, and with alliances, sure, it is going to be a fairly fast game. In Las Vegas, you have different bonuses, but there is only a handful that are actually realistically can be taken, can be held. You have the Vegas Strip here that is a +4. You have the Enterprise that is a +4. You have the Strip that is a +3. Paradise that is a +3. And then you have Sunrise Manor that is a +2. And Greater Whiskey that is a +2. And Lake Mead also has been taken that is a +3. The other three, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson, those are highly unlikely that anybody is going to be able to hold them. Usually people in this map, they make between +3 and +5, maybe +7 each turn. If somebody's making +8, somebody's actually broken the balance of the game. I would be expecting people, maybe, that will depend on the board. People can take bonuses, maybe not. That depends on what the board decides and if people wants to be board police. So these are the settings for the strategy tournament. Now, upcoming tournaments, we have the VIP tournament. This VIP tournament is going to be in the Risk main server. This is only for verified players, so that means that if you had the blue check mark, either because you are a video content creator or you have actually required, hey, thank you for the raid. So either if you have the blue check mark because you are a video content creator, or you are a VIP in other ways, you can go into the main Risk server and request a role, and with that you're going to be able to join the tournament. I will be adding more information about the tournament later on, but right now the signs up are open right now. So if you are verified, or if you're verified, or you can get verified before October 23rd, you are gonna be able to join into this tournament. Yeah, that is it. You have until October 23rd to actually make it to the tournament. Get that blue check mark either by being a content creator in YouTube or Twitch or TikTok or X/Twitter. You can do so that way. I already made it. I already made it. I already got my VIP. I already got my BCC badge. I still gonna be chasing the blue checkmark for the top 100. No, doesn't matter because it's not like they're gonna give me another one. But I already got my verified badge. I think it was last week. So I already signed up for the tournament. So moving on, also for professional risk takers, we have two upcoming tournaments. We have the PRT Birthday Bash. This is just to celebrate the first year of professional risk takers. The signups are up until, I think, no, yeah, I think I misread this one. It says October 28th, but I see that they already assigned the groups. So I think the signups probably were up until today, but maybe sign up and you can make it to the waiting list. For these tournaments, you actually have to be part of professional risk takers. Everybody that knows me or have been following me, you know that I am a big supporter of professional risk takers. I think it's one of the many initiatives that are being done to ensure that we can monetize the game. Yeah, the game is free, or you can pay a small fee for premium, but if we want better prices, or we want like a bigger, more competitive league, we need to ensure that the game it can be monetized. It can be actually you can have advertisements. If you want bigger prices, you need advertisements, and the only way to get advertisement is if you have a product that people watch, and that is where organizations like Professional Risk Takers and World come into play. If you can get people to watch your content and you can prove them that you have X amount of people watching your content, then you can bring advertisers, and advertisers mean that it's a higher profile to the tournaments, and it also means that prices are going to be better. So that is how I feel about that, and that is why I am a supporter of professional risk takers. Yes, it's only $25 to sign up if you want to be an affiliate. Hey, Rockster! If you want to be an affiliate, you can do so, or if you want to be like a full-on member, it's only $25 for a full year, and you're going to have access to a lot of tournaments. So for me, it's also worth it. So also we have the second season of the Hot Buns World Tour. The sign-ups are open. This is invitational, which means that there is gonna everybody that is interested, they can try to join in, but they're gonna be extending invitations to a few people because it's invitational. Professional risk takers, they have two kind of tournaments. You have the invitationals and you have the open tournaments. The birthday bash is an open tournament. The Hot Buns World Tour is an invitational tournament. But again, there is a little bit of everything for everybody, and they're making a lot of fun stuff. So again, I do believe in that.